Can you hear me now? Is that better? We just had some issues right here because I was changing some things around on my setup. So I apologize if it's a little too sensitive. There we go. Is that better? So what I was saying was, congrats on your second 7.2 unit, Ivan, on your main account, and congrats on completing 8.0 wrenches. Krampus, yeah, he was focused on his main account. All right, so what you guys can see right here is we're kind of in a major battle. It wasn't really anything worth talking about, like making a video about right here, because we just finished pushing this command center out. And as you can see right here, we got a few more bases right here, but we're not worried about them. And we got right here, if on this side, we got a couple of problems here. We got my friend, the Egyptian King, who I helped teach. He learned under me on S29, and he recreated his account on S54. And as you can see right here, he's 260 million, and that I believe is him unbuffed. Let's take a quick look. Yeah, he's 200. Yeah, he's not buffed. He only has a 20, like I think a 20% buff running right now. The real problem we are facing right now is Puny, and the reason why is because he has Darkwing awakened, and with that in mind, he easily dominates over any other fighter plane on the field, even fighter planes of same powers or higher, and it's kind of a really big problem. So that's what we've been focusing on right there. For example, I could send out my fighter right here and get some quick kills like so, but watch. This is just for you guys to see. He will whip out that fighter and just shred mine. Like at 20% buff, my fighter is at like 30.6. And that's 80 out of 80 in modern wrenches on my Conquest fighter, and that's with one gold plus plus accessory, one gold plus firepower accessory. And I'm running Blade Wing with Polar Phantom. So no defensive officers. I'm kind of a blast cannon, but you'll see what I'm talking about as my fighter plane engages these. At least I'll get a few kills before he jumps in. And then we're going to go over and we're going to take a look at the S127 server. Hey! Flying Piranhas, how's it going, bud? Glad to see you here. But yeah, as you can see right here, mine unbuffed is like 26 mil, and we're flying right through this. And I wonder if he is going to actually pull that fighter plane. Yeah, no, nope, he is not. Well, I got a few kills there, not much. It's kind of hard to get excited about tiny kills. Where is it? Is it over here? I can send my fighter plane over here. There's a few over here that are actually kind of somewhat strong, like Milky Bar right here. And then you also got, yeah, they're getting ready to engage over here. Once this 28 million sees me engage, she's going to engage as well. So that'll be good. And I'm probably going to get I'm going to get killed. Just retrain, no big deal. But to my point that I'm saying right here is like, this was a very positive thing right here, because now he pulled that troop back, and now these guys can start gaining some upper hand. I'm wondering if Puny is actually offline. If he is offline, these guys really need to capitalize on it, our allies, and take him out. Once he's out and Egyptian King is out of the game, though, the rest of the alliance is going to crumble. Not saying there you don't have strong members, but they're pretty much carrying. And oh well. So that's the situation there. I also wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update on my actual setup. So we're going right in right now. So this is what it looks like right now. Now, keep in mind, this is a Vanguard bomber. I just put it on here for a camp buff real quick. That's why it's not trained. Well, I mean, not leveled up. Fully maxed this one out. I'm actually 20 refined from having a 9.1 Air Force. And I'm going to be finishing this fighter next L4. Now, I can get my Liberty Artillery to 9.0, this Vanguard ATG to 9.0, and my Marder Howitzer, my Marder Infantry to 9.0 as well. but I run out of bullets going through for my Liberty Heli, and also my Liberty Heli. I run out of bullets. So yeah, I gotta grind some more bullets there. Under my research, as you can see right here, I am about to complete level 4 out of reinforced concrete walls. I am finishing up this, and then I'm starting loopholes. Once this one finishes, I'm going to do the 5th level, because the reason why I'm doing that is because these take forever, and I need some time to actually accumulate city contribution badges. But on the positive note, I have actually finished infantry tech. Fully finished on tank and artillery, and I'm about to start plane. So that's the plus side. Hey, laughing boy, no bullets. Oh yeah, yeah. No bullets. Yeah, no bullets. So that's pretty much the situation there. As far as officers, I am almost done with Lone Eagle. I still haven't finished my 40k repute, so that's 20 statues there. So I will have about 76, at least 24 left to gather. So that's like 8 days worth of just collecting from the VIP, because I'm VIP 16. So yeah, he'll be awakening within 8 days. Oh, so that's great for Lone Eagle, and that means I'll be on par for the new artillery officer. I must rank for 20k more bullets to complete level 90 to 200 for Howie. I finished it. He. Freaking Ivan. But yeah, not a horrible outcome. I haven't really been trying super hard on goal 3. I was in the top 30. I started focusing a little bit more on going for with S127 just to help out there and try working on that. I actually focus on maxing out all classic wrenches first, and then start working on your modern wrenches. And here's the reason why. You pull a Gold Plus part you need, and you are just focusing all in on one unit. That means now you have to actually burn your building materials for that. And if you're doing that, it's going to actually hurt you more in the long run. Like, let me show you right here. So if I were to, let's just pop this off, just so you guys see how many wrenches are actually sunk into this fighter, so you guys can kind of get an idea. Where is it? This is just the resources for 80 out of 80, 9.0. All right. I have 3.4 million wrenches into this one 9.0 fighter. It is fully maxed. And just so you guys could believe me before I actually reset it, because I am going to go back to my bomber, just so you can see it right here. I can't bring this up any higher. So that is a fully maxed out fighter. The only thing missing right there is the other Gold Plus. So yeah. Now, this doesn't mean it's all my wrenches, because I do have wrenches. I have 60 wrenches here, and I believe I have, I have max legacy wrenches here. I'm 5th lowest in power in FAFO. Don't worry about power. Don't worry about your progression. FAFO was created for you guys to have fun and learn and develop. Okay? It's a family thing. It's not a little thing. Like, even my youngest son is still playing with us in there. He logs in every day. He's learning the game at his own pace, and he is learning and asking me questions as he encounters problems. So yeah, I have like almost 6 million wrenches on this account. Now let's go over Fubar, your opinion. I believe we are on the same page here. You can name the best 9 free-to-play officers for tanks for attack. That means skill damage. Professor Payne. Can you name the 9 free-to-play officers for tanks for attack? That means with skill damage plus Professor Payne. And can you combo them? Yes, I can. And you want me to say who with who? Okay, I'll do that in just a second. Hey, Mag. Hello, Fubar. Reduce the microphone gain a little bit. It's peaking a little high. Thank you, Mag. I really appreciate that. How's that? Is that better? All right. So, to talk about your officers, what you're going to combo with. Now, if you're going with Professor, let me ask you a question before I start doing this. Flying Piranhas. Are you saying Professor Payne and then an officer and like give you possible outcomes for Professor Payne? Or do you want me to just come up with 5 officer pairings separate? Because that's the question at hand I have right now. Because I can give you officer pairings all day long, but I need to know if you're doing it for one unit with Professor Payne, or you just want 5 different variables for Professor Payne. Can you clarify that? Because right now, if you look at Professor Payne, one pairing separate. Okay, so if you got Professor Payne and you got him awakened, right, which he's a good officer, but the one for me, I don't like the 10% damage resist reduction and the fact that his health has to be over 70%. So you want all 10 officers. Okay, so if you have him, then I would pair him with Madam Havoc. Just for the max blitz damage that you could put out with that will be huge. But you could also arguably put with him to balance it out Whipcracker. Whipcracker would be a perfect balance. And the reason why is because you're gaining 15% damage resist back. That 15% damage resist, now you gain 5 and you balance that out. Plus you're gaining a shield coefficient, which does stack on top of that, of the 1,000 there. It would show like 500, then once that falls off, it'll be the 1,000 there. And that's how it was described to me. Now, you do gain a 1,500 damage coefficient, and you gain a normal attack resilience. So that's really handy right there. I would put that with Professor Payne. Then with Madam Havoc, I would go with Uncle. Uncle will be your best bet there. And the reason why I was saying Uncle, he's all around awesome. And that coin flip at the end is just the cream of the crop. Now, for your third officer pairing, I would actually recommend Thorn Countess and Golden Eagle. I really would go with that. And then Steel Fighter with, you can go with Valkyrie. Valkyrie would be a very potent one to go with. And so yeah, we were at, that was 1, 2, no Uncle, no skill damage. So you want skill damage on every single officer. I'm waiting for you. All right, so you just want straight skill damage. Okay. So back to square one. I would put Professor Payne with Whipcracker for the because of that damage resist. Madam Havoc with Rapier. I actually think that would be a very potent combo because the crits that it will do will just on top of it. You put 2 and 2 of the great things together. Then I would actually pair Warrior Wiz with Golden Eagle. That's another good one. Then Valkyrie with, where is she? Lady J. And now that's 3 pairings so far. Then I would actually go with Winter Huntsman and War Machine. And the reason why I would pair them together like this is because Winter Huntsman has that great like stop stun, and then War Machine just does a shit ton of damage, and the reload speed is just phenomenal. So that right there is pretty solid. So that would be 4. And then you're looking for skill damage. Wait, here's the problem. Now you got to go to Guardian of Truth if you have him awakened. And I would actually put him with... this is a good one. Tiger Marauder. Because I know you have Tiger Marauder awakened. And this is the only reason why I'm going to tell you this right now. Because I do not like Tiger Marauder. You need to have him awakened to be viable. Once he is awakened, this does 1600 damage. Hey, Sky. Noodles. Excuse the cough. Anyway, that's what I would run. Right there. Yes, I have them all different combo. Okay, I can understand that. If you want, you could DM me that what you got set up there, and I'll take a look and I'll just make the adjustment. Like I could give you some adjustments there, but that's what I would do right off the top of my head without any real thought sunk into it. Now back to S127. Now I don't have that much time to play because I'm trying to play between 2 accounts and I'm focusing on the main. And just so you guys know, my actual power right now on my main account is like 252, like 252 million. Now this one, it's 4.14 million, and I've just been doing this at a relaxed rate. And the reason why is because of the main account requiring more time. So here is where we are at as far as research. I've been going heavy on my industry. I'm at CC level 20. I'm going to be going up to 21 for the satellites and augmentation. And then I'm going to be instantly going for the level 80 cap. As you can see right here. Everything else is all set. I'm just been working my way down that list. Currently, my barracks are 18, 17, 18, 18, and 17. And my hangars are 15, 15, and 15. So doing pretty good there. Fubar, is it worth demoting a less used unit to 7.0 to make it a tanking troop, the tanking troop 7.2? Yes. If you're not using it, why keep it? You want it, you have to run a very lean setup. Everything has a purpose. So let me explain with my setup here. So I'm running the light tank because I get free Gold Plus parts. And it's a very good field unit. I have Vanguard Infantry. I might actually switch that out to Modern Infantry. I'm not sure yet. But if I do, it would be Modern Infantry. The reason why for that is I wanted a second infantry. I wanted an infantry troop for both field and tanking bases. And I thought this might be the best one because it has the most damage output. It may have lesser health, but it will still do well. I'm going to be running both howitzers just to split it up so I can develop them at the same time, and the ATG for defense. Now, if you watched my last base defense video, we only need officers on 2 units, and the rest of the units have to be for all damage. So that's where this is set up like this. So I could base to base with this, and I can also field with 2 units, and I can also do base defense. Now, for my Air Force, I'm going to be running the Marder Fighter, the Vanguard Fighter, and the Liberty Bomber on this account. The reason why the Liberty Bomber is going to help me through the campaign, and it's good for base defense. Okay, I did it like 2 weeks ago, but Connors just started yapping and didn't answer me. Oh, okay. Well, I answered you this time. But yeah, if you're not using the troop, get rid of it. If you're not going to use it and it's not often used, you got to get rid of it. If it makes sense don't question it. Now, let's go over to the alliance so you guys can see where we're at. We're doing okay, 309 million, 66 out of 93 members, and our research is going pretty well. We've been really heavily focused here. I've been really heavily relying on Good Kid and Krampus on helping me run the alliance when I have to also ghost, while I've been having to go between Rome and here in my personal life. But yeah, we're doing pretty solid so far for just starting out. And I'm happy with it because this is meant to be a relaxing, laid-back alliance for everyone to grow and learn together. Look at the power ranking and scroll all the way down. Sure, no problem, bud. Now, I am 41, so, but like I said, I haven't had much time. And there you are. There you are, Ivan. You're 3 from the bottom, and that's okay. And my youngest son is 49, so he's doing pretty well. And I've been also wanting my son to catch up with me, so that way, as he goes through a problem, I can help him with it as well. So kind of doing like dad mode there. As far as kills, Camacho with 46,000. Not that bad. I mean, we're doing very, very solid. I'm not really focused on kills in the beginning because who wants low tier kills? Well, bottom 3 actually. So I'm so inactive over there that I didn't realize I got kicked. We had to kick because we needed room, and at the time, and we had a situation where we actually were invaded, and we ended up trading out a couple titles to make allies with, or become a family branch of another alliance, and they accepted it. So we actually had to repair a build and talk with them and handle all that. But in that meantime, we had some players jump ship, which always happens. It happens every L1 to L2 to L3. And the name of the game is just develop. We're hiring power, but we lost a lot of bigger commanders. Yes, 100% Krampus is correct there. Like as you can see right here, we have a Pain 2 player here. We have a couple Pain members here, and these were the guys that had originally invaded, and we just built around them. So nothing wrong there. We handled all that situation, and it's all good. And this is what the map looks like. And we're getting ready to move to Boston, and we're going to be having fun with that. And yeah, we're filling the sky for planes for Becker because he had a new baby. And I completely missed this, so we're going to put this in there as well. Congratulations, Becker, if you see this video. Congratulations on your new baby. So, is there any questions anyone has in the beginning so I can help you guys? Because right now, I can either go back to my main account and just show you guys everything reset and put back together, or you guys, we can stay here and just watch me go through things. You're fine, Ivan. You don't necessarily need to have a fighter. Also, Becker was recently promoted to an R4. He's proven he could be trusted, and I was happy about that. So, now, what else can I show you guys? I'm trying to think of what we could talk about right now. Just gonna go right down here. So far, this account's doing pretty well for $1 only invested. So go ahead and hit me with those questions, Krampus, so I can explain it to you directly. Sky, they are not good on an RD together. The only skill of Spanner that correlates to beat on an RD is his second skill. His second skill if you share it over to an Artie, I can see that. But nothing else says it's good on an Artie. Nothing at all. The feeder unit part. Okay. So when you look at your base and you're inside and you come over here to your assembly workshop and you look at the camps, if you come over to this skill right here and you open it up, it shows you the camp buff system and how it works. So if we look at level 2, we're going to run 2 level 2 buffs here between 2 different camps. So in my case, currently it's going to be Liberty and Vanguard. And that will give me 16%, but now we have 2 units left that we can put into something else. And that will put a 21% buff. So that means the last 2 units being Martyrs, that will be right there, 21% camp buff. Now, if we, which you can't see right here because we don't have reverse engineering yet unlocked. Once that is unlocked, we can do this. So the goal is to build each of the primary units you want to run in the end to 7.1. So that for me, it would be a 7.1 Martyr Howitzer, 7.1 Martyr Fighter, and a, like I said before, this is the filler one. So the filler one would be a 7.1 Martyr Infantry for that. But on Liberty, I would go with the 7.1 Light Tank, 7.1 Howitzer, 7.1 Liberty Bomber. And then once they're all completed, you combine them all into one unit. And then once you have reverse engineering, now you only need to build 3 random 7-star units of Camp Liberty or Vanguard or Martyrs, depending on what camp that unit was for. And now you can get that unit back, and then you can start saving up another 12 prototype pieces and get another 7.1, and then rinse and repeat until you get all these units back. And that will help you a lot. Hey, much love and respect from Server 42. Hey, Malo. Nice to see you here, man. I was on S42, man, so that name looks very familiar. So welcome to the stream, man. But so yeah, that's pretty much the plan. Like for Vanguard, it would be a Vanguard fighter, a Vanguard infantry, and ATG, and then we're gonna move it over. Yeah, instead of like trying to farm your tough parts, for example, like SH units, they drop very little. Like they don't have a high drop rate. Same with Vanguard Bomber or Fighter or any fighter plane. You have a hard time finding these units. So why not focus on building them the 7.1 first, the ones you want, and then just reverse engineer them. It's that easy. And you can get a 7.2 unit if you have the prototypes every 2 L4s. And with how L4s are running, you do 1 month of an L4, you have a week off, and then you're right back into another L4. So it's so much easier. If it was back in me and Mag's time, like way back, like before S20 Server 22 even came out, you would have an L4, you would wait like 3 months, then you have another L4. It was a very long cycle, and all you could do was focus on growth. But now they've increased the production rates so you can develop faster. I'm so hyped for the next 2 months. Probably then I would be ready for a new account review. My account has changed so much. I'm looking forward to it, Sky. I'm going to happily do another account review for you. I apologize for coughing. It's like the changing of the seasons. So that is this account right here. Now, do you guys want me to go back to my main account so that way you guys can see like how everything actually looks when I'm fully reset? Just let me know. So right now, the biggest deficit right now, as in a complete free-to-play, is working on my collection. Because of this, I'm going to be very slow to get anything that's going to help me stat-wise as far as skins. So like command truck, ground attacks, the base deconstruction, everything like that. So I got to wait for these events like Battlefest to capitalize on that. Nice. Nice, Sky. That's really good. 1 million XV kills. That's crazy. Now, Mechanical Mayhem, I want to talk about this, is our new best friend as free to play. And the reason why is because every 250 days we get a free Gold Plus Plus part. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to hold this for as long as I can until I need to actually get a part. Because if I remember correctly on my main account, a lot of Gold Plus Plus parts drop fairly quickly in the beginning. So right now, just holding on to that. So how's everyone's day been, by the way? I hope everyone's had an amazing day. Need to get these out. All right, Ivan, have a good day, man. So right now we're just setting out our trucks and we're gonna go back over. So I wanted to give you guys an idea of what everything looks like when it's completely reset, so you guys can see like the actual progress. Waiting for the Coliseum to open. Yeah, I am too. It's already in the bag, but I mean, we only had really one enemy alliance to actually fight. The other ones kind of folded really, really quickly, and that was PLBG and SNS. They folded really, really quickly. All right, Flying Piranha. I'll check that out in a second. So let me just go through and pull everything off here because I am going to be doing a reset, and I wanted to give you guys a total like no hold bar idea how much like where I'm at to be entirely accurate. So let's pull these all off. Also, I wanted to swap back to that Larenet bomber. That bomber is absolutely amazing. So go over to reset. So this is what is going to give you guys like a good idea of like how like where my progress is at over the entire time. And I don't know why I just reset a level 2 unit. My bad. Oh well. Rip 20 gold. So back to supplies. So right here we gotta assemble this real quick. Here is my actual progress so far. I got 3.82 million bullets. I got 1.46 million Air Force bullets. 5.09 million wrenches. And a crap ton of components and Air Force. And yeah, I'm actually starting to stock out. I'm low on my building materials. I'm low on my rushes. And that's because I've been working through things very, very quickly. I actually pulled Reign of Apocalypse today on this account. And right now, I am 420 museum coupons from getting my next piece of the Particle X, like base effects. So that is where I am at right now. So, like I was saying before, we're going to throw this unit on right here because this one we're not going to like fully kit out. That one right there. Now, I don't have any really prominent artillery officers, so that's my biggest weakness right now, and that's where I'm going to be focusing on. Give me some of those wrenches. Yeah, I would if I could, bud. What if I could? You can ask Captain. You can ask my friend Captain Wallably. I've been grinding wrenches since the day it dropped. I was like, this needs to be focused really, really heavily. And I'm glad I did, because it takes forever, like literally forever, to accumulate wrenches. I am going to be going for the new Artie Dude Sky, because I need, after I finish, after I finish Red Heat, which she's 3-3-2, 3-3-2-2. I have already 120 drinks saved for the exclusive lounge. So the problem right now that I need to do is, hold on a second. Hold on, guys. You guys are starting to run me. So the problem I need to do right now is I need to start working towards my base-to-base setup. So that means I need to get Eye of Providence and this new Artie Dude. I need to get Everbloom. I need to get Angel of Light. But I also need my defensive setup. So that means I need to get Stinger Fist, Uncle, Maestro, and Argent Flame done. And that's where my primary focus is right now. And because Air Force develops so slowly, the next officer I'll be working on right there is going to be Nagarani. And then I'm already almost done with Witcher, just doing her free to play. So she's going to be like 3 L4 events before she's finished. I got Artie officers before. Having an Artie officer was cool. Hello, Fubar. Do you know the 2 best universal officer for a medium tank? New officer category 4 is the... Oh, alright. So Generation 4 is the greatest, and the others 3 and 2. The last question is the 2 best free officers for a fighter plane. I like Maestro Sky because of how I'm going to be using him. And once he's done, you guys, you'll see what I'm talking about. Just trust in the process, Sky. Now, Volo, I'm going to just call you Volo. So the two best universal officers for a medium tank. The Generation 4 is going to be the newest officer, and that is just dropped, which is going to be Madam Havoc. I highly recommend you get her. She will be good on there. And the next officer I would actually recommend would be Uncle on their medium tank. Now, for the difference between Gen 2, Gen 3, and Gen 1 and Gen 4 is the years they've came out. So Gen 4 is this year, Gen 3 was last year, and then Gen 2 was 2 years ago, and Gen 1 was original. So that's the difference there. That does not mean Gen 1 is bad, or Gen 2, or Gen 3. You need to plan and figure out who you want to go for first. For example, Gen 1, Antonia Chichenko, right there. She's hold the test of time from day 1 to current. She's a Gen 1. A good Gen 2 officer idea, I think he's Gen 2. Yep, is Golden Eagle. He'll hold up for a very long time just because of how strong his skills are. And then for a Gen 3, I don't know. Oh, she's Gen 2. Gen 3. Who is Gen 3? Yep. Argent Flame is a good Gen 3. He'll hold up as well over time. So that's the difference. You need to be able to pick out who's going to be good, who's going to be bad. So now for the fighter planes, I would actually recommend Bladewing and Nagarani, or Nagarani with Sky Jockey. That's who I'm going to focus. Now, yeah, Uncle and Rapier is really, really good. And I do recommend you waking Madam Havoc. I will be focusing her, but not right off, because I need to focus on the other things first. So that's where I am at. Now, Volo, did that answer your question, bud? And yeah, Krampus, you're way ahead of me as far as the Flame, Eye, and Fist, and Maestro. Now, Sky, to get back to what I was talking about with Maestro, I'll explain it right here, because we got a little bit of time. Once I have Maestro awakened, right? I'm going to break down his skill right here. He does burning damage. Okay? Burning damage, and also you're welcome, Volo. Burning damage is a huge deal because it's a tick over time. Now, if you look at his skills, I'm not looking at the pen damage. I'm looking at the normal attack boost of this officer's troop, and I'm looking at his special because now he's going to spread that flame, that stain over, and then it's going to get turned into burning damage once it is triggered. So that's really useful to me. Now, increases the damage intensity and damage resist, but if you look over here, when he's awaking, he's going to inflict burning on all. If the target is stained, it inflicts burning on all stained troops within one map grid of them. So that is huge, and it has a 200 damage coefficient for 4 seconds. So on a single unit, that means 800 damage coefficient. Plus on the first initial target, which is 1500, that's 2300. But now if we combo him with Red Heat, she does an AoE attack of burning damage, and she boosts burning damage. So whenever this officer troop, the key word is troop, inflicts burning damage on an enemy, it increases the damage coefficient effect by 50%. So a 50% increase of that will be now 300. 300 times 4 is 1200. Now that 1500 just became 2700. And that's just one skill there. And then you get the officer skill boost. Right? Increases the officer skill boost of this officer's troop by 40%. So that effectively just brought a 1500 coefficient with the maximum output of 2300 damage coefficient almost to the 3000s. That one officer. And now she's also going to get a damage increase. And that's huge as well. And they're also lowering the damage resist. So it's all about stacking these little hidden little buffs on there and getting that synergy. A good one thing I'm known for as a creator was pointing out the synergy between Valkyrie and Golden Eagle. And the reason why it was a synergy was because if you look at her passive skill right here, the precision strike, it does a sundered armor effect, which it reduces the damage target resistance, and it can be triggered once every 2 seconds. And once it is in effect, it does a damage coefficient of 200. But once you see this right here, and this is all done, and then you go over to Golden Eagle, he does that armor thickness, damage increase, and then if you go over to his Awaken skill, he increases the normal attack boost of the officer's troop by 20%, and its normal attacks will ignore 10% of the enemy's total damage resist. So we're reducing the damage resist, and we're ignoring some of that damage resist as well. So that's why that pairing was so good. I got Maestro and on my ATG with Eagle. Well, I'm trying to fly through Red Heat. She's going to take probably a year, but that is the name of the game with being free to play on the exclusive lounge. So, but I wish I didn't. I'm a completionist. If I start an officer, I like to finish him, and that was the case with Saber of the Nation. I wanted to get him done, but in all honesty, I would not have awakened Saber of the Nation. I would have went for his third skill, which is Armor Destroyer. That right there, I would have just kept, because that is perfect for an ATG. I'm gonna be honest with you, perfect skill for an ATG, and then you can share this skill as well on there, and you got a perfect synergy for your ATG. So that's where I'm at. Now, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, I got 8 days left on Lone Eagle before he is awakened. Now, what else was there? My current goal is to finish my Martyr Fighter, Zowie 7.2. Oh yeah, I forgot to talk about this. So as you can see right here, I need to collect an additional 100 Martyr prototype pieces. For my Vanguard, it's actually the weakest. I need to collect roughly 236. Yeah, 36. 236 prototype pieces there. And for my Liberty, as you can see right here, I need to collect 100 and 88. 188 for my Liberty. And then I have everything done for all the prototype pieces I would need for my troops to be 9.2, other than the bullets and the gears. So that's where I am at currently. Just so you guys know, I keep these emptied at all times because I'm trying to grind out the prototype pieces. As far as as far as assembly, right now I'm working towards a 7.1 Liberty Bomber and a 7.1 Liberty Light. So the reason why is because I want to be able to reverse engineer any unit I need. Now, as you can see right here, if I go to 7.1, I need to get a medium tank for Vanguard to 7.1 and a super heavy to 7.1. On their modders, I have everything to 7.1, and I'll actually have a 7.2 fighter in the next L4. And under Liberty, I only need to get the light tank and bomber. Okay, well, I can actually max out one unit to 9.2. I do not think I got enough materials to get it over to a full 120 out of 120 on wrenches. I got enough wrenches, but I don't have enough materials because I built a ton of parts. Actually, what's opening these? Pray to God it's a 7.2. Nope. Nada. All garbage. I have zero use for these. So, yeah. And as you can see right here from my parts, other than the event parts, I got a good amount of Gold Plus parts and a fair amount of Gold Plus. Now, the one thing that is my biggest weakness right now is I'm actually missing TS blueprints for my second Liberty Artie. That is my biggest weakness right now. So, let's see. I recommend the light tank, Volo. I recommend the light tank for Operation Athena. The reason why is it does... Actually, you know what? Let's see if I can actually run an Operation Athena so you guys can actually see that and so you guys can see what I go for. I'm going to join Maryland's redeem units. I would use a light tank and go all the way over to 9.2. And I need to redeem one more unit. Oh yeah, I got plenty. I need to go down one more. Yep. And I would go with that. And then for, as you can see, the fighter plane, I'm going to put Blade Wing, Polar Phantom. These are only two fighter plane officers I have awakened at the moment. And then I will put that right there. And I'm going to put... Now, there's a lot of potent combos you could put together with the light tank. Now, what I'm going to do, this is not a meta combo. This is just me throwing something out there. So I'm going to throw on Valkyrie, Golden Eagle, and that should be fine. And that's what what I would put on the light tank would be Uncle and Madam Havoc. Let's check your license to fly once again. It's almost on a term of suspension, Flying Piranha. I'm waiting for Merlin to start. Let's see if Merlin's can run one. Let's get over here. There we go. Let's see if he actually says something. So yeah, that's pretty much what we got going on there. Under Battlefest, I was able to actually get the unit skin, and I was able to get the free skin. And as you know, you automatically get the frame for free as well. So that was there. I did have someone sponsor me, and I was able to get this much out of the Legendary Showroom this month. I was unable to get the light skin, which I was actually really hoping for, and I never get my hopes up for the base skin. Now, fun fact is I'm actually saving up my silver coins to get a Pacific skin to complete a set, and the skin for that would be the Grim Grimoire. I am only missing the skin for that. And that is done, and then now this is not the skin I actually want to get. I do need to get it though. The next one would be Omega Warrior because I want that artillery damage. So that's what I'm going to be going for. And as you guys already know, I already said I'm going for the Particle X base destruction, base airlift, and construction. So yeah. And yeah. No luck. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just go like this. I'm going to leave this team. I'm just going to throw it on. Create team. And I'm going to try to find some people online to invite. Invite Phantoms 2. Yeah, it's just me and him. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to wait. I'm just going to run a level 1 event. For Athena, BM works well as also in combination with it, with light. Yes. So, finish sets before moving on. I highly recommend you finish your set or collect your set. I mean, you could do it either way, but your best benefit is to actually, like, if you are very close to finishing a set, finish it so you get that buff. Don't go out of your way spending crazy money on this game. Chip away at it. Chip away at it. It will work in your best favor. So as you can see right here, I got my light tank. I'm going to just stay near the base and operate it that way. And this is going to fly right through it. This is like actually overkill. But yeah, it's not even difficult on level 1. It's the hardest part is when you get to the higher ones. If you have an active alliance, it's going to be much easier. Inactive, you're going to be suffering a little bit. So we're going to start by going down here. Just to go attack that. We're going to move our fighter plane to this position. And pretty much all we're going to do is go quickly kill those 2 troops and just run around in a circle. Easy. Really, really easy. Now, I do wish I had Lady J available for this, but I do not. We will take some damage, but I'm not worried about it. And these are going to go boom. And we can just easily just stay here and just run right through it. It's not that big of a deal. Now I am going to adjust my fighter plane to this side. After I take out these two medium tanks, I'm going to go down and take out the infantry. Essentially, this is going to go really, really quickly, so it's not really a big deal. We just need to get within aggro range of these, and they'll just come right after us. And here we go. Boom. I'm also still learning PC, so this helps as well. But yeah, this you just gotta be within range. It's not that difficult. And here we go. So yes, guys, I can actually multitask and play this and do that because this is too easy. But yeah. Pretty sure that's the SH, yep. Okay. Got mediums coming that way, infantry that way. Not too difficult. There we go. Nice, simple, easy. The SH shooting never made it really fucking too close. So yeah. And I mean, not that too hard at all. Quickly hit the retrain. Quickly kill that SH. It gets more and more chaotic as we go. But it's not that difficult. Pretty much all we gotta do is circle this by ourselves and we'll be fine. And as you can see, already done. Back over for the infantry. Okay, got howitzers coming in. So yeah, it's really cut, dry, simple. If I could right now, I'd actually exit out of this because it's getting kind of boring. But without actual allies, it would be difficult to go further and actually score good points. As you can see right here, it's going to get just more and more difficult as we go. And there we go. Why isn't my unit moving? Okay, never mind. Gotta get over here. And we're just going to focus fire on all this right here. And this is where things are going to get hairy. So we got to fly around and just kill everything as fast as possible. And for some reason I'm lagging, so that doesn't help at all. There. Now, pretty much, as you can see, you just fly through everything with a light tank. It is pretty simple. You know what? I should have had a bomber. I think I should have had a bomber for this one. Bomber would have helped out a lot. And now we are flying through this again. And as you can see right here, we're doing actually not that bad. It's going to be like in the high 60s. I think when we finish, maybe low 60s. Yeah. So anyone got any questions? I can happily help you there. I was off. But we're going to be able to finish it. Very hard to do solo. It would help even more if I could actually not lag, so that'd help. But the good news is I'm on my last round now. And holy crap, that's a lot. Alright, let's get over here. And all we're doing right now is just trying to clear this as fast as possible. Doesn't matter if we win or lose. I just want to show you. I didn't miss it, King Scully. Who is better on an ATG? I would actually choose. I would choose Lady Justice. I would choose Lady Justice Hitman because of the factor that she does more damage than Death Adder, and Death Adder really only offers his fourth skill. And guys, I'm just goofing around here. I mean, but you guys could see that if I had one more person, this would have been easy. Plus, I'm still not good at that, so it is what it is. All right. So, if you guys are wondering right now, I have nothing built, nothing trained, nothing like all set up. So, if I am to run a balanced setup, I'm good. So, like if I'm on, like say Silver 1, I can run everything 8.1 except for one fighter plane, and that's fine. The bigger thing right now is what I'm going to do for this L4 is I'm going to run 9.0, 9.0, and then I'm going to switch back later at reset to the Liberty bomber, and then I'll have that 9.0, 8.1, and I'll have a 9.0 ATG. So I'll have 4 9.0 units. So what we can do right here, let me check real quick, Flying Piranha. There it is. Okay, we're waiting for the image to load. Alright, so you got Winter Huntsman and freaking War Machine. You got Lady J and Tiger Marauder there. Yeah, all very solid combos. The only thing I would change out is who with who. So, like, I would actually, because you're going to go for the max amount of damage. Now, if you're going to go in with your Liberty Heli, that one I would use with solo play. Like, I would be using that by itself, and I'd run everything else together, kind of. Obviously, you probably run low on prototype pieces for your last heli. So, what I would do is, yeah, I would run. Yeah, you got it pretty much set up right. Yeah, you got the best officers on your best units, and yeah, it all makes sense. The only difference I would make would be swapping around a few things. So if you're doing, say, a rally and you have running these 3 officers together, I can understand Madam Havoc and Professor Payne being on your Martyr heli, and I can understand because that must be your best unit with the best parts, and this one must be your second best. I don't know what your Liberty heli looks like, so yeah, it looks pretty solid so far. But yeah, I would definitely swap out um, Madam Havoc for Whipcracker, and then put Madam Havoc with Rapier. Yeah, Flying Piranhas runs a one-dimensional setup. We have done him an account review before. He's on the channel, and surprisingly, Flying Piranhas is my only member of the channel. It's funny. It's $1. Yeah, it looks really good. You're doing really good there. So right now we got everything retraining. So, like I said before, we're going to go over to our infantry. We're going to bring this to 9.0. I'm going to go over to parts. This is my biggest weakness right now. I don't have much parts for my infantry that are actually really good. So I have one Gold Plus Plus part that are actually really good, but that's about it. I'm currently broke until my birthday. You don't have to join the membership, bud. That is just there for anyone who wants to join. It's just an option. This channel was meant to be a hobby, not it's not there to make money, so to speak. It's I'm here to help you guys. That's my whole purpose. It's there to help. So we're gonna get this to 9.0, and that's good to go. Now we're gonna get this up. I have very bad parts for my howitzer, so keep that in mind. This is going to be my best howitzer, so I'm going to put that right here. And as you can see right here, we are getting through. Well, thank you, Krampus. I'm glad I was able to help. That was the primary focus, was just helping everyone. Now, oh wait, I think I forgot to bring that one up. As you can see right here, I'm having no issues with getting all my units to 100 in the legacy wrenches. But like I said before, I am missing testing equipment for my howitzers. Yeah, this one can go to level 200 as well. And you guys are going to see where everything is. Like, I'm not doing that great on my howitzers. I really need to focus on my howitzers. So, but it's doing okay in comparison. Like I said, I'm out of TS equipment. Luckily, that's pretty common to get some. Now, we got that all the way out. All right. So, primary howitzer, going to go up. Now, we're going to bring this one all the way. So you're going for S114. So you're going all infantry on S114, and you're going to be coming to S127 in a year. Bet. I'll be happy if you came. You can bring any account you want. Everyone is welcome to come to S127 when it opens. And you can ask Krampus. We have 2 alliances currently, one with a filler, one without. So it is golden. Now we're going to get that all the way kitted out. And we're going to go over to this one. Which is a very solid setup right now, Krampus. And as you guys can see right here, we have the ATG fully kit. Now, I did forget to do... Yeah, there we go. So essentially, I have enough refined components to get almost every single unit to, 9.0. I'm just lacking in the prototype pieces. Actually, you know what? I could skip that bomber. Yeah, I could. I could technically skip that bomber. And let's see where I can go. Yep, can be promoted to 8.1. So we're going to promote this up to 8.1 and then see where it goes. And yep, that's where I run out. I'm 1,000 bullets off from that going to being ready to go up to 8.2. So that's where I'm at. Not too horrible. And this would go up to 120. And I got plenty of gears there. Keep in mind, though, what I'm using right here, so that way you guys can understand. We're going to retrain that. Base shield, Now this is going to get, oh, thank you, Jelly G. Thank you, guys. Huntsman and Death Adder. I'm wanting to know, would they be good on my MB? Not Death Adder. Huntsman would be okay, but there's a lot better options. King Scully. A lot of better options. Krampus, I used to say the same thing. Like, I will grow up one day, but you don't have to worry about that. You grow at your own pace and you learn at your own pace. Oh, it's good kid. What's good, good kid? So as you guys are seeing right now, I'm going to break down my setup right here, right now. So defense, defense, a little bit of extra damage, the best I can do. This is my base shield. This is just to get my base to have an extra 30% damage resist, and it also speeds up everyone's officer skill damage, so it's good. As you can see right here, I haven't invested anything into this yet. So that's where I'm at. And as you can see, with that fully trained out, I'm at 8.1. But if I were to go and... Actually, you guys haven't seen my Air Force units. Unfortunately, I cannot bring any of these to 9.0 because I have only Vanguard. So that's where that issue is. Well, let's go over here. Wait. Yeah. I don't need to forge a part. Why is it telling me forge parts? I have parts. What? Okay, it's being weird. Anyway, don't know why it's doing that. I got a visual bug. That's because I don't have any RD officers. I don't have any other RD officers. That's why. Good kid. So Winter Huntsman's a versatile officer, and he kind of stuns them. So for my ATG, so it's like the best option I got at the time. Here we go. And yet again, it's still bugging out. Why is this bugging out? Very, very frustrating. I have a Liberty, a Go++ Liberty engine, and I have auxiliary parts. I'm just getting hit with a visual bug, and I don't know why. So I can get one unit to 100 in the classic wrenches here. Keep in mind, this is the only unit on my ground force that does not have any wrenches put into it. Everything else can have 100 out of 100. Every other unit. I believe even this one. Yep. So the only problem is I'm missing TS components for that. Yeah, it is buggy and I don't like it. So here's the plan. I'll give you guys the rundown, okay? And how I'm going to go on unlocking these officers, and so you guys can understand. Because I know it's kind of like a meme thing at the moment with this one having Winter Huntsman there. So when the new RD officer drops, I will already have Lone Eagle completed. Then I'm going to go over and I'm going to start the new officer and I'm going to pair him with Antonina. Then War Machine's going to go up and replace Percy. Right. Once that new officer's done, I'm going up and I'm going to go get Uncle. Once Uncle is complete, Tip of Spear is going to fall down to here. Now, that's just placeholders, okay, guys? Just so you guys know. Once I have that new officer done and Uncle done, I'm going to work on Argent Flame and Stinger Fist. Then Maestro, okay? And by then, hopefully, I'll have Red Heat done. And I'll have all my defensive officers done. And then I got one solid setup for defense and a flex unit to pull out. So as you can see right now, this howitzer is one. Actually, you know what? I might actually be able to get 1,000 bullets. Let me check real quick. Oh, not there. Let's see where we're at. I knew I had leftover. Yeah, I got about 300. I'm not going to spend that on there. Let's see. Ah. Can't. That would have helped if I didn't buy those wrenches earlier. So close, but yet so far. Fuck it. Fuck it. And yeah. Got me pretty close. Now if I want to, I can go just grind some bunkers real quick. Oh yeah, it is good. Flaming Stinger on an ATG is awesome, but I want Maestro and Red Heat on my ATG, and also the swap system will be coming pretty soon. I don't know when, but it will be coming. No, no luck there. I'm trying to figure out where I can get some extra bullets. Oh wait, all champ. I got one, and that'll be enough. Wrong area. Let's go over. Click that real quick. We've got 500 more VIP. There we go. Might be able to get some bullets here. Where are we? Hey, look at that. We should have enough now. And then I can invest into 5 of these. Alright, let's get over here, go to prototypes like we wanted, and we can jump this all the way up to 8.2. You got Red Heat on your Martyr already? Yeah, that's a solid choice. I explained earlier why, but yeah, pretty much I want Red Heat with Maestro because their abilities are synergized. And this is where I'm at currently. I can get everything up to 18 on this one. And we'll see right where we're at. So I need 179k bullets to get that to 9.0, and I have enough. And then it would be 9.0. And then I just got to get it to 9.0 max, and then I am all in on my actual Liberty Heli. But here's the crazy thing, because I really am tired of that. Yep. Okay, so for my Liberty right here, I actually have 1, 2, 3. I have 4 gold plus parts for this unit, and I want to keep this unit to complement the ATG. So that's why I am keeping that, even though it's going to be used as a defensive buffing unit. That's pretty much all it's going to be doing. And this is the base shield unit, and these are going to be my damage units. One of my howitzers is going to be the pop out unit. So 2 of them are going to be for AoE. Last one, pop out. So that's That's where I'm at. Now the new officer that's going to be coming, I think it's called Futurizio. It looks like Dr. Octo. He's going to be very heavily specialized for that pop out and also sieging. So that's going to be really good. And then once Red Heat's done and I'm starting Lady of Liberty, I will go for Eye of Providence. Even though arguably a lot of people are saying Eye of Providence is better than Futuristo, I like the damage coefficient there because I see more utility there for the field and base defense than just sieging. So that's why I want them. And I could have got it gold. Oh well. So yeah, that's my current setup right now. I kind of wish I could do something more here, but I really can't. And in this specific theater, I can't do anything because if I go over here and I try, I can get that one unit to an 8-star, and then I'm out of protos. See, I could quick enhance it, and that's about it. I got plenty, and that's frustrating. Very, very frustrating. I actually think Fist's skills are still broken. Being honest. Yep. Let me go in here real quick. Hold on. I remember something. Advanced disassembly. I forgot. Big brain. Yeah, I wanted to get rid of that. So, a little bit closer. Does anyone else hate Vanguard, the Vanguard bombers appearance by any chance? I really, really hate its first modern appearance. It looks like what do you call it? That tire iron. It looks like a tire iron. So if I actually drop this down right here, I could actually that's kind of nutty. That's nutty. I have enough to get all the way through this, but I can't. I'm bringing like 10K off on bullets. It's kind of ridiculous. So now you guys are seeing right where I'm at. And you guys got a really accurate representation because I can't put my engine on, which is weird. But yeah. So pretty much this is where I'm at. I can run all 3 Air Force except for my modder at 8. I can run them all at 8.0. No problem, no issue. I can probably get them all to 8.1, but I couldn't max all to 8.1, like full max out 8.1 on my Air Force. What I have been doing lately, because I don't put anything into the Lucky Wheel, I've been focusing on buying drinks, and I've been focusing on buying the Air Force Refined. And other than bullets, coupons and wrenches, that's all I spend my gold on in here. So yeah. Oh, I forgot I had that. Oh man. Oh, I got a feeling I'm gonna have to possibly reset this unit and this unit and go with the Larinet bomber because that will actually be very, very well functioning for me because I can run this at 9.0. So, but at this level right here, you can see we can run a 12.2 unit, and where is it? Come on, you got it. There we go. we can run in 8.0. I don't know if that's 12.2, but it should be pretty close. No, 8.8 million. So, pretty good. Hmm. Wow, these guys just don't see right here. Oh, I'll show you the research in just a second. So right now, I want to show you this guy right here. Here's the number one tip for when you're base to basing. I'm not sure if everyone here base to bases a lot. Look inside your base, and you're looking for your unit's weakness, your tanking unit's weakness. Don't worry about your arty. Look for your tanking unit's weakness. So if, for example, I was using an SH, I'd look for the heli. And if I see the heli, then I need to think, is that one heli going to be strong enough to beat my SH? So right here, I'm using infantry. I'm not worried about the two howitzers. It's this RL that I'm worried about. And that's what would prevent me from attacking. Just so you guys get an idea. Now, to answer your question, good kid, about my research, I'm going to show it to you right now. So as you can see right here, we're focusing on my advanced city defense. We're about to go from 4 to 5 pretty soon on this one. That's 3 days left, and this one has a 24-day timer. The reason why we're focusing on the advanced city defense right now, and I'm going to do that until I finish up loopholes. Once loopholes is done, I'm going to be starting my plane tech. Now, infantry is done. Tank is done. Artillery is done. And as you can see, everything else that is done. And my monitoring tech I haven't really started working on. There was my tank tech, my arty, Air Force, and infantry. Oh yeah, they do. Not bad in cost, bad in timers. This is horrible in timers, not bad in cost. Now, I don't know what it's going to be like going forward, like especially in these 20 tier ones. But if I remember right, yep. So pretty much my strategy to the advanced city defense to get the most out of it without maxing it right off is you're going to see me max these 4 skills right here first. Then you're going to see me do the bare minimum for this one to max out the base HP recovery. And then I'm going to max out the electric barbed wire, the steel plate fortifications. And then we're going to go to do the fire port support. But this one right here, well, this one we're going to focus as well. And the base HP recovery. The garrison recovery rates of bunker ventilation and backslope bunkers down, we're going to ignore those. We're going to do the bare minimum for those. And we'll max out again the base for defensive fortifications, and then go to extreme weather gear and max that out. I'm not too worried about that. And here's the reason why I'm not too worried about that. Yes, there's modern warfare tech. Yes, there is all like finishing up my advanced combat tree. But I'm actually really dangerously low on my city contribution badges because I'm human. I get busy. I make mistakes, right? So I'm actually really, really low, and I want to get to a comfortable amount before I can start blitzing the airplane tech, because I know this is stupidly expensive. Like right here, for example, 6,000 city contribution coins. Let's ignore the resources, and then at the end, I think 10K. So that means like I want to have a more than 22,000. Damn, get kid, you rolling in it. So I want to have more than 22K before I start this, just so I can start grinding my way down. Hold on a second, guys. Anyway, sorry for that. I had to quickly send a text. I was asking my partner about dinner. Anyway, oh, King Scully, you're trying to finish modern tank tech. Yeah, yeah. Also, good kid. You missed me talking about like and explaining the whole reverse engineering system there. Krampus, that's a good idea. I could actually show you better on here, Krampus. So the reverse engineering system here, if we're going to use my setup as an idea from over there, I am focusing on the Vanguard Infantry, ATG, and the Vanguard fighter plane. So what I'll do is I got to pick which unit I want first. Now I'm going to get all these units at 7.1. I'll build the 7.2, collect 12 prototype pieces. When I go into that L4 event, I'll collect the 2 units I want, and then I rebuild. That simple. Just rebuild it. And so we're running like a 3-3-2. So 3 Vanguard for me in this case, 3 Liberty, and 2 Modders. Dang it, man. You're finishing up that advance already? How far along are you on it? I'm waiting for King Scully to say he's coming to S127 when the server opens with the crew from Psych. Bring the whole Psych crew. I'm waiting for you guys to all say you're going to be coming. Just so you guys understand, I believe Hitman and King Scully are from server S29. I really need to grind out some damn parts, part building materials. What, Scully? I know you got like 15 accounts, high powered accounts. Yeah, I know you're from S29. That's not bad, Hitman. Freaking King Scully. We actually got a really good thing going over on S127 King Scully. I'll show you. I'm not sure if you were here for it, but we actually got a really good thing going over here. And it's going pretty good. So you're not in S29 anymore? Scully, I can't remember. I do think you did migrate one of your accounts. You only have 2 accounts? Huh. So, it's doing very well. We got our combat command. We managed to get that. We managed to secure most of our nodes. We gave our baby alliance over here these nodes over here. We're all going to Boston together. We have 2. You're in 1? Nice. It'd be nice if everyone in 1 came too. I mean, could you imagine that? That'd be kind of crazy. These guys, like, alright, so everyone who's in here is pretty much very well experienced in the game. So, Scully can tell you when S29 first started, with me, it was actually utter chaos. Like everyone was fighting for no reason whatsoever, and it was just crazy. With my main and my mini is in psych, and my alt went to S33 to join H4F before you were ever there, then left to come back. What the heck? What the heck, Scully? Pretty much, so pretty much what we're doing is we have a large number of people that have been DMing me, and I can't show those DMs on stream, but a lot of people have been DMing me saying they're going to want to come to S127 once the server opens. And these are not small fish, these are big fish. And pretty much, I told the truth. We were getting invaded. They were all very much bigger players, and some of them were spenders. I mean, I think we're on week 2, maybe week 3 on this server, and there's already 20 mil players, like crazy spenders. Anyway, to the point. We're getting invaded by one of these guys. It's very hard to like coordinate and counterattack there with such low level units. But what ended up happening was I told them the truth. I said, y'all are going about this the wrong way. The landscape's going to change really, really badly once this server opens. And they're like, oh, we know. And I'm like, no, you don't know. Because once it opens, I know people who are coming. And I said, if they come, it doesn't matter who has what cities at what point in time. Because there will be no more cities. And pretty much, I was like, we can work together, and I can help you guys, and I can help teach your newer members, and so on and so forth, and we can work together. And they were like, okay. And I was like, I'll give you guys some titles, because we plan on giving our guys better titles once we have level 2. So I gave them the 4 titles. We kept our titles. We'll be replacing our current titles, me and a good kid, to our baby alliances commanders, so that way they can gain something out of it, and we'll take the level 2, and we'll keep recycling until it's done. Now, we have about 12 minutes left to the stream, and the reason why is because I'm hungry and I want to eat my dinner. It is corned beef tonight and mashed potatoes on my end. Yes, I am a fat ass. I am going to eat. Well, anyway, I wanted to let you guys know that I appreciate you guys for coming out and showing up. It means a lot to me, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful time. I do gotta get used to being back in front of the camera. It's been a very long time since I was, and I'm not used to it. So there's that. But I want you guys to all know you guys have value, you guys are wanted, and you guys are amazing. So I want you guys to know that. So within these last 10 minutes, if you guys got any questions, you guys should ask them so I can best help you, because I do not have a set stream schedule yet, and I'm working on that. But right now, with my kids going back to school, I need to first get back in the rhythm of things in my personal life. It is a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun in 127. Oh, by the way, King Scully, I found Egyptian King. If you remember Egyptian King, I believe he's in S54 Alliance Milk. He's actually in my my Rome event. It was actually really cool to run into him again. So, without further ado, we're going to get ready to start calling it. So I'm going to switch over to face screen. There we go. It was during this L4, but I'll show you. I'll show you real quick. I'll switch accounts. All right, bud. Take it easy, Krampus. We're just currently waiting for the load screen. For sure, good kid. Hold on. Scully, look. He's right here. S54, Alliance. And there's his online ID if you want to get a hold of him. You all have a wonderful night. We're going to be wind up calling it right here. I appreciate everyone who's came out and showed up. It means the world to me. Thank you so much. I hope you guys have an amazing night or amazing day or morning, wherever you are in the world. And I will keep you guys posted when the next stream will be happening. All right, guys. This is Fubar. I got your 6. Peace.